Okay, so we're continuing with step 6. We're working on example number 5 now. We're evaluating premises on the basis of relevance, which is a very different question than the question of acceptability. So I'm going to create a box here. Start at the bottom of the diagram, follow the diagram to make sure I'm asking the right question of every premise. Let's start over here with 2. And again, not going to pay attention to the acceptability, just considering the relevance. Real estate always appreciates, therefore you will definitely get your money back. Premise 2 is relevant. To appreciate means to grow in value. So if real estate always appreciates, then by definition, any money that one puts into a purchase will be regained upon selling. In fact, the seller should end up with more money. Okay, so 2 is relevant to 3. 4, your mom would be so impressed by how grown up you are, therefore you would finally earn her respect. I'm going to say 4 is relevant. Impressing someone virtually always means earning at least some respect. So if it is the case that buying a house would impress the person's mother, then that claim is relevant to the claim that the person would earn the mother's respect. That's kind of clumsy. I'm not going to go back to fix that. It's kind of clumsy writing. But the new information is here. Remember, you can't justify your evaluation of a premise by just repeating the premise. This is actually a new claim. Okay, it's not represented in the diagram. It's other kinds of knowledge, or it's really a value judgment that I'm making in order to determine whether this premise is relevant. Okay, let's go on to the next level. You will definitely get your money back, therefore you should buy a house. Well, that's relevant. When one is deciding whether or not to purchase anything, particularly something as large as a house, one should consider the financial ramifications of that purchase. If a purchase will result in getting one's money back, that's a good reason to move forward with that purchase. 5, you would finally earn her respect, therefore you should buy a house. Now, plenty of room for judgment here. I'm going to say that's irrelevant. Earning someone's respect is not a good reason to buy a house. The decision is primarily a financial one and should be made solely on the basis of one's financial abilities and plans. So even if it's a case that it would finally earn her respect, I say, okay, that's true, but that's not a good reason to buy a house. That you shouldn't take that into consideration. 6, interest rates are really low. Relevant. The lower the interest rates are, the less money it will cost to own the house. So to buy when interest rates are low is a much better deal than when they are high. I'm not asking whether it's true whether interest rates are low. I'm asking whether it matters. Is that a good reason to buy a house? Okay, so of these 5 premises, most are relevant. 1 I deemed irrelevant. Okay, and that is step 6.